one door installed. I told you it was going to be easy. Now watch how I did it. Well, today is starting out to be a rumbly day. If you didn't know, in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, we don't hardly ever get rumbles in the sky. Oh, it happens, but sure happened a lot more back east when I lived back there. So the measurement on this entrance here to put that other door on is going to be 7 feet wide and 7 feet tall. Then that can where all the door rolls up into needs to fit above that. So we'll make sure this is tall enough. I know it's wide enough. And looking at that, I think that's an 8-foot entrance, 8 by 8. So we got plenty of room. But before you start a project, you should make sure it all fits, right? Well, there's 8 foot right there. So this is 8 foot 9 inches or 105 inches to the ceiling. So I've got plenty of room for that can up there because the height will only be 7 foot right here. So let's go ahead and get the wood and make this doorway. So we put that roll-up door in. Sound good? That's what I thought. Well, I got a little bit more light this morning, but up on the wood rack inside that same trailer that's going to carry the totes of wood over the winter, I have cedar boards, maple boards, and alder boards. And looking at this, I got some natural edge alder. It hasn't split. I got a bunch of alder here, but it's warped. It's got a big old banana shape to it. All of this here. I've got the bigger pieces of alder. These are good for picnic tables. So I think for my project here, I'll use these alder boards. I've got the table saw and the generator out there. We'll cut off that live edge and we'll make us a door frame. It'll be quick and easy. I'll show you. All right, I have my two 4-inch boards cut because there's only 8-inch difference between the 7 foot. Go figure. And then we're almost 9 feet that the height of the door is. So we're going to cut it at 107 because there is a lip below that. That way I can go up past it. It'll be wonderful. I'll show you how all that works. So I'm checking for where this is going to fit. And it looks like up here, I got to notch that out. That'll be easy. We'll get this screwed to the wall here. You can see that door is falling apart. So if it ends up being on the inside as a wall, I think that'll be all right. But we're going to, like I say, notch it to get around that. I've got for some reason, a bump out there and another one over there. And then with the light I see, got a couple holes in the roof. Looks like somebody brought the forklift in, lifted it up too high, and smashed into the roof. That's another reason they retired this old trailer. But we'll go ahead and get that cut so it fits in there. We only have to have 7 feet opening, and the rail will fit on the 7 foot part of that. All right, so let's get it done. So as you can see here, I have a long Phillips bit, and I'm drilling in until the tip of the screw touches, and then just a little bit more, and with the long bit, I'm able to get that snugged in. So that hole is as deep as the head of the screw, and it lets it pull itself in. So I have to take and make a 93-inch board, which is just over 7 foot. and take the ugly bits off, you've got a nice board. So I need 23-inch. This is 9.5, so I'll have to have another board yet. We'll go find that, get it cut, and on with the next step. So that is the frame we're going to need. Right now, those are screwed to the wall on both sides, and that is screwed to that board. So I'll put a jack stud down on each side as well. That way everything will be sandwiched together, doubled up. Should have a fine door frame there with just sawmill lumber. That's all alder. It was free to me. So many of you have seen my cooking studio with the wood cook stove. And before I put these double doors on, I had this roll down door that all rolls up. It's 7 feet wide exactly, and for a frame I only need 1 inch to screw to. So here we are. I've got the door disassembled from the track. It's sitting on the doors. I've strapped it so it doesn't unroll itself because it would want to, but I've got a conundrum. That's right. I'm going to set the can on the forks here, but I can't get in far enough because of that. Well, I can get in a lot, but I can't turn it to drop it down. So let me show you how to fix that. All right. So comment below if you knew you could turn your forks upside down. That's right. Gives me 2.5 more feet reach up as well. All right, we've got it on the forks. It's about that angle I have to use to get it in the truck box, but we might have to drive up on the ramp. Let's see if it's up to it. Well, lucky for me, I can just bump the tires on the ramp, and we're inside far enough. I have to go get the rails that go on the side to attach that to, and then I can lift it up into place. But officially, we're inside on both sides. That's a win. Well, there's the product tag, in case you want to get one of these doors. But I have it inside. I have the rails attached. All I have to do now is lift it up and screw these rails into place. Screw that metal plate to the back wall there. And then on this side there's a spring adjuster. Go ahead and crank the spring up. And last, I let go of the bungee. So let's get that side screwed into place. Got my screws here. Got a driver here somewhere. There we are. I got it. Nice and level. get another one screwed in right here. Grab a couple more screws here. We're held into place. Let's go ahead and get that forklift out of the way, and we'll see if we can lower that. So now I have to adjust the spring up before I let go of that strap. And I'm using one large nail. It has a latch on the back side, so as soon as ratchets past, it clicks and holds itself in place. So let's go ahead and get some tension on that spring. You hear it click. Let's put the tension on that door to hold it up. All right, let's stop there. I don't have the manual any longer to say how many clicks that should be, but I know how many clicks I took out of it. Not too bad, huh? It wants to pull itself up. If those aren't slow enough, it won't slam just because you're being crazy. And I think that's going to do it. And it closes down nicely. We're even all the way. Got a couple of cobwebs to get rid of, but I think we're pretty much secure. There you go, one door installed. But wait, I didn't put my roof up yet. Now, a month ago I was at a garage sale and I found these 4 panels. They were leftover. I got them for $1. Can you believe that? 4 panels, 4 feet for $1. I didn't know at the time what I was going to use it for, but it'll fit across here. I've got both these doors set at even with the sides of the truck. I've got wood over here. We're going to make a quick frame. So guess what? Overlapping twice on those seams makes it fit just fine. So I'll go ahead and throw that frame up, and we can throw the topping on. Well, that makes it easy. So we got that roof tucked in, and it's looking fine. So now that that's all done, all that's left to do is put the winch on. I think I'll build a board here. That way the handle is off to the side, away from the drawbridge. And I'll put a pulley up in that corner there. That should work to pull up the drawbridge. Catch that in the morning, because I believe the sun's pretty much gone. Well, we're making snap decisions on that ceiling panel. I think I'll put live edge. Of course, I'll open them up about 6 inches in between, and then I'll put a second piece over the top. That'll seal out the bugs and the birds. Well, no job comes easy, but you can make your job easy. I use those forks upside down to make me a scaffold, and we've got a ceiling. Oh yeah, all cedar. So quickly this morning I just made me a brace for the winch I'm going to put on, and like I've said before, this handle would fall off and I'd drive back a mile to find that thing. So it's going to permanently live here. I can hide this, that way if the ramp is up, there shouldn't be a way to, unless you put a wrench on that, open up that drawbridge. So looking through my pile of stuff, I've got a couple of these rings. I can go ahead and drill a hole and tap that hole and screw this in for one of the points at the top. I put this one in down in the wood, and then I have this. I bought that at Harbor Freight, and I put it on the winch in case I was pulling any wood, and I haven't yet, so we might use that. And then I've got a hook to hook the gate, the drawbridge, so I can hook the cable or rope to that. And for testing purposes, and I know it stretches, but I have this, what size is that, 1/4 inch rope. I know that's going to stretch. It's not a permanent solution, but at least we can test with it. And I've already got it. I know, shouldn't use 1/4 inch rope. This will work. And then if I want to keep it secure, I just take the handle. So what do you think, guys? Do we make it secure? Do we make it bird proof? Bug proof? Oh, bugs could probably still get in, but all we got to do now, wait for a rain, see if I have a moat or not. So the question on everybody's mind, do I need to cut off that ramp, or will the ramp take all that weight if I drive that front tire on it, on that ramp? I did set me a quarter saw just so it climbs that ramp a little bit easier as I'm setting that tote in. But let's see if it'll work. I want to know myself. Well, that ramp handled very well. I got the wheel all the way up to here, and that's about here is where I planned on cutting it off if I was going to. But because I got the wheel clean up to here, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get that one, that tote, loaded to the back. So we dug the loading dock. We put the beams under for cribbing. We got it leveled up. The brake broom is taking care of me. The drawbridge works. We've got an overhang, give me another 4 feet of dry storage. So with that drawbridge up, it should stay dry. I'll go ahead and oil that anyway. I'll give it a nice oil finish. Got the door on. What else could you ask for? The only other thing I think I could do to that I can think of is put a clubhouse on top. Answer in the comments, what do you think? Clubhouse, yes or no? Yeah, I already know what Wonderful Wife's gonna say.